Hi there everyone, so we're back in Shirley's garden. It's the beginning of July and we've got a few jobs to do today, haven't we? So this is my sister Shirley.
Hello.
So today I'll show you what Shirley wants doing here. So this gorgeous rose here, the white one is, what's it called? Rambling Rector. And this pink one is the fairy. And when Shirley planted them a few years ago, the idea was that Rambling Rector would go that way and the fairy would go this way, so along behind the bamboo. And what's happened is this ivy that's growing on this brick wall here, every year you sort of chop it down a bit, don't we? But if you look in there, there's a nice brick pillar and they are sort of staggered along the garden. So underneath this big patch of ivy here is a beautiful brick pillar, and if you can see, she's got a lovely wooden trellis going along and then it sort of disappears into the ivy. The fairy rose is supposed to be tied onto that trellis. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take the ivy off and expose this brick post here. And we would have done it, we had it organised, we were going to do it ourselves, but we had a very traumatic incident in this area last year when I went in behind the bamboo, didn't realise there was a wasp's nest. They swarmed. Shirley was stuck in the garden, weren't you, in your electric chair. They went for me. I got 7 stings. So we're going to turn the hose on in this section here and see if there's a wasp's nest there. If there is, we just leave well alone and it stays the way it is. If they've gone, that's fine, and we've agreed to sacrifice my husband to that area. So we're going to stand near the door so we can run in if there are wasps. We're going to put the hose on here, and then if there's no wasps, we're going to start taking this down. It might come down easy or it might take us about an hour, but my husband's going to do the majority of the work there. And Shirley and I are going to chop it up and put it in the bin, aren't we? Right, we'll get cracking. I've got this on jet. What we didn't realise, there was an old pot behind here last year, and when I pulled the pot out, the wasps were in that pot. They'd made a nest. Right. They would have been out by now if there was anything there. Right, okay, so that's fine. So because my husband is taking the ivy down and he doesn't want to be filmed, which is fair enough, I'm just going to show you a before, a during, and then an after. Right, Shirley and I are going to wear a mask because when you cut ivy back, it releases, it must be like a spore, doesn't it? And it really catches the back of your throat, so that's why we're wearing masks. So this is the side border in Shirley's front garden. So she's got some gorgeous heucheras down at the front there. We've just pulled some massive weeds out here which have been flopping on this lovely lavender. Made it flop forward. Stand that up again, fluff it up. That'll soon perk up. And then this is a gorgeous alstroemeria, and Shirley lives opposite a primary school, and we think that a ball's come over and sort of landed in the middle. But what you do with alstroemeria is, as the flowers die off, so say this one was dead, you just pull it from halfway down the stem. I'll not do it with this one because it's budding. You twist it and you pull, and it comes out right down its soil level, and then a new shoot will spring up within weeks. You'll have another flush of flower. So what else have we got here, Shirley? We've got calla lilies coming up here, so you can just see their beautiful spotty leaves. So these are two patches of calla lily. I think, were they yellow? Yeah. Got a gorgeous poppy there. Some pelargoniums. We've got a nice patch of that white daisy there. Oh, I've got a huge weed there. Right, I'm going to go and pull him out. There we go. These annual weeds just come out so easily. Just lie him there till we go back in the back garden. So we've got a lovely variegated yellow zingy shrub there. And then what's this lovely shrub called? Hypericum. A heuchera down there, nice little green one. These have been lovely. The flowers have just finished now. And a nice sort of coppery colour. Well, it's more sort of deep mahogany, isn't it, there? And a nice feed. Another lovely variegated shrub there. And then this gorgeous massive daisy there. It's so bright and sunny today, I can't actually see what I'm filming here. Here. So you've got one of those other deep mahogany heuchera with a lovely antirrhinum in there. And then you've got these, which are Rebecca, aren't they? Yeah. This is the end of the zingy euphorbia. He needs chopping back. A nice shrub there. Do you know what that one's called? That was verbena. Was that a white flower? And then look at this hypericum here. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'll show you what it looks like through the front railings. It's just lovely when you walk down the street and you can just see this. It's like a little oasis. Beautiful. And then here we've got a big patch of Shasta daisies, which are past their best. They're very tired. And this beautiful plant here is Weigelia. And then this rose here is stunning. Lovely. It's sort of apricot colour, isn't it? Do you know what the name of it is? No. It flowers till Christmas, this. You just keep deadheading it. And then down here, these pelargoniums are just gorgeous condition. Shirley had these two pelargoniums, parent pelargoniums, in her conservatory all last summer. And then they overwintered in your conservatory, didn't they? And then this well, just a couple of weeks ago, I put them in our front garden here. That's a cutback yellow wallflower there. And then this is the sedum that we planted here the other week. I don't think I actually got that video up. And then all of her beautiful tubs at the front that we did. There is a video out of Shirley doing these tubs. And then these two lovely stumps. Shirley's son Lee cut a huge tree down in his garden and brought these stumps round. And where my husband's working on that ivy in the back garden, we're going to dig the geranium out and we're going to put the stumps in and plant some ferns. And you're going to have a stumpery, aren't you? Right, should we go back and see how he's getting on? Pull these weeds out here. See, I wouldn't have known whether they were weeds or not. Oh yes. Right, so this is what that looks like now. It's much better, isn't it? Because it's such a pretty brick pillar, that, isn't it? So what I'm going to try and do now is, if you can see, this beautiful rose is sort of flopped in amongst the plants, which looks lovely, but really Shirley wants it to cover the back wall there, the way this part of the rose is done. So what you do is you tie quite a tight knot there, and then you leave a more relaxed knot there, so that the plant has got some movement, supposedly. So I'm not nipping the stems or anything. Tie another knot there. Pull a really big piece off. I'm not going to leave that there, I'm going to put that down there. Yes, because this is all sort of mangled together, I'm frightened I'm going to snap it, so I'm just going to tie a piece here at the back. Then I'm going to try and sort of winch it up like that. That looks quite good. And once the rambling rose gets hold of this structure here, it'll be self-supporting. Found another piece here, but I've left string, so I'll tie that in there. That looks better, doesn't it, Shirley? And then all these lovely little buds, I'll see the sunshine. Alright, and then what John Lord does is he gets a brush and he sort of bashes the dead leaves off, doesn't he? But should I do that to freshen it up? So he just sort of gives the bush a little shake like that, and it gets the dead petals off. Oh, that's actually worked quite well. and then it sort of freshens the whole. Well, actually that, I'm going to tie that in there. And then just give it a little tap there. It leaves all the nice fresh roses on and gets rid of the dead petals, so the whole bush looks revived. It will, Shirley's saying next year this will be right along here and it'll climb over here. We'll keep the ivy in check. But yeah, are you happy with that? Yeah? Happy with that? Lovely. So that's it for this morning, isn't it? It looks really good. So we're going to have a cup of coffee and the usual cake now. And then Shirley is going to start painting her chair. She's got a lovely sort of minty green colour, haven't you, for it? And I showed you earlier, but she's had the hut painted that lovely dove grey colour. And then her little workstation here, you're going to go to the garden centre and get some more plants for that, and maybe bring your alpines out the conservatory, aren't you? Put them, because that's what it used to be. You used to keep all your alpines on, and then you had it as sort of an auricular theatre, didn't you? So yes, that's another project. And then the next time I come, which is probably next week, we're going to do this area out here, bring those two lovely stumps round and make a little stumpery there. So we hope you've enjoyed a tour of a beautiful garden. Right, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.